Tamil is one of the oldest classical languages in the world, and we know for about it for sure because of the Sangam literature. Congratulations to all of you, to all my Tamil brethren and the brethren all around India. Iron Age civilization started in India 53 years ago, 5300 years ago in Tamil Nadu, and it has been proved by carbon dating by the archaeological excavations. Uh, so this is a matter of pride for all of us, the Indians. Now, secondly, friends, I would like to thank you all for watching my videos, for showing interest in me, putting your trust in me. And friends, today we are going to talk about an important topic. It is about the Tamil language, how important the Tamil language is, and how it affects the lives of people. So, friends, namaskaram, vanakkam to all of you. My name is Amit Mahajan, and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Layman History and Geopolitics. Friends, today we are going to talk about the richness of Tamil language. And the richness of a language, how do we confirm that a language is rich? We confirm whether a language is rich or not by the way it has developed over time, whether it has changed with time or not. And all of us know that Tamil has not changed much from its inception. Secondly, the range of vocabulary. We all know that Tamil has a high range of vocabulary. Thirdly, whether the language is attuned to the sounds of nature. How the language is attuned to the sounds of nature, that's very important. And Tamil surely scores 100 points in it. It is said that the first sound of nature was Om, Omkar sound, Om. And this sound attained its linguistic form in Tamil. And two Tamil vowels directly emerge from the word Om, sound of Om. This is the importance of Tamil language. Now, if we go to the ancient times, during by the accounts of Megasthenes and Ashokan edicts, we come to know that there was a flourishing culture in the south. There used to be three dynasties, as we know in Old Tamilkam. There used to be three dynasties: Choras, Pandyas, and Cheras. And during that time, the main subsistence of people was agriculture. There used to be merchants also because trade had started. There were diplomatic relations between various kingdoms in the eastern seaboard, in the western side and the eastern side also. Thus, trade was thriving, farmers were there, and the opulent farmers used to be also taking part in the administration in the state machinery. There used to be other classes also, such as the weavers, the fishermen, the herdsmen, the warriors, but there were never caste distinctions because caste was an alien idea to Tamils at that time. People believed in there were social inequalities had started to creep in because, as we know, the big cities were being built, money was coming in, so social inequalities do come in with time, and that happened there also. Big cities came into being, such as Vanchki, Madurai. Then some port cities such as Kovalam also came into being. There used to be port cities in inland waterways. There used to be port cities on the seas also. So that was the social hierarchy, social system at that time. Now, what happened was that during that time, a dialect came into being which was spoken far and wide in the Tamalkam area. And the bards and the poets who used to roam these courts, the Pandya court, Chera court, Chola court, they used to recite their poems in this language. And what was this language? This language was the pure Santhamese language. There is a collection of around 2,383 poems which are attributed to some 483 poets, uh, which have been collected so far in 10 idyllies, I think. That's a collection, and 8 uh, anthologies also. So many of the poems we don't know about the authors, they are not mentioned. So this Sangam literature is a treasure in itself. Now, this Sangam literature revolved around two concepts. The two concepts were Akam and Puram. So Akam basically means in, Puram means out. But Akam generally referred to the love, and Puram basically referred to the war themes. So Akam used to be around the love setting, how love develops, how the things happen. And Puram used to deal with the kings, their wars, kings preparing for a war, going to the battlefield, then coming back, and the kings were being extolled for their virtues. Now, when this poetry was basically homogeneous. It had a set pattern. It was anonymous, and it used to be very rich in its styling. So, the basic form composites of these both styles were uh, Tenai and Turai. Tenai refers to the land, and Turai refers to the situation. During those times, the Tamil society, the land types were there, and for various land types, there were various guardian spirits or the gods. I would be mentioning here. For highlands and hills, there was Lord Sion. For hill and forest, there was Lord Mar. For river delta region, there used to be Lord Vendan. For seashore, there used to be Lord Cardalan. For deserts, there used to be Goddess Kotravai. And Thiruvai was considered the mother of all and worshipped by all the masses. Now, according to various landforms, the love was mentioned according to the various landforms. Separation of lovers was considered uh, to be from a desert, was associated with the desert. Two lovers facing obstacles in life, in their love life, for being from different tribes, was associated with mountains and hills, and patiently waiting for lover was associated with a forest. So you see, these Tenai used to be very important. The landforms used to be very important, and they used to be the basis for love and war. The patterns on the love and war were attributed to various Tenai, and these Tenai also were used to be the basis for love. There were two types of love: pure love and illicit love. Illicit love would be like a man getting obsessed in love or going for an old lady, being loved with an old lady. And what is important is that now we this is thing is very important. A curious feature of Tamil linguistics is that appropriate love behavior also comes under the word ilakanam. Forgive my pronunciation, ilakanam. And ilakanam translates to grammar. So the grammar becomes a broad term that refers to a set of rules that govern any cultural phenomenon and practice according to various contexts. Ilakanam. See, appropriate love behavior translates to ilakanam. Ilakanam means grammar, and grammar basically refers to becomes a broad set of rules that structure and govern any cultural phenomenon. And this ilakanam is also related to a word known as ozukam or odukam. Please forgive my pronunciation. And this olukam can be loosely defined as proper conduct or behavior in various contexts. So, for Tamils, properly adhering to the grammatical rules of a language becomes an important part of properly following and practicing a tradition. For the Tamil grammarians, poetic structures and the construction of poetic meters is supposed to convey the appropriate courtship practices, behaviors, as well as the romantic experiences associated with each land region. So, language here was not just a language. Language was supposed to be the way to guide the people, and the people were supposed to understand the language and its grammar, and implement it in their lives for proper living of their lives. If you go see, uh, basically, the Sangam age poetry used to tell people about family relations, a relation between a husband and a wife, their relationships in society, family. the relation between a king and his subjects, and how they used to grow. So it was not just about reading mere poems, it was about maintaining the trust of the people and making society grow on a whole. That was the beauty of the Sangam literature. And Sangam poetry was optimistic and secular in true terms. And when we come to the Tamil grammatical treatise, that is Tolkappiyam, it is a beauty. It has some 1612 sutras, a huge treatise. And the important thing is, Tamil as a subject, as a language, did not depend on any other language in the Indian subcontinent, be it Sanskrit or any other language. Tamil as a language has its own foundation as regards its subject matter, ideas, and poetic structure, as we see in the Sangam poetry. Even the Tolkappiyam has its own basis, its own foundation in Tamil. It does not borrow from other languages. It can diverse, Tamil language can diverse itself from Sanskrit, and it is the only language in India which can stand on its own feet. It does not need any other language to stand on its own feet. That's the beauty of the Tamil language. Now, coming on to the third part, we would talk about Thirukkural, and we would talk about his important work, the Tamil Veda, Thirukkural. It consists of three parts. The three parts are Atam, which relates to Dharma, then Porul, which relates to wealth, and Inbam, that relates to pleasure. So, of all these, the most important was Anbu, that's wisdom, love. Love connects all these fields. And when we talk about Thiruvullar, the important thing was that he did not believe in caste hierarchies. He believed in the connection between a human individual and the cosmic order. He said that people should live a virtuous life, they should practice non-violence, and humanity should be on the top of the top of the ladder. Actually, he envisaged a human religion, a religion for entire mankind, where all would be equal, and the entire humanity would come as one. That was the greatness of that very individual. Now, coming to the later parts, we would talk about the start of the poetry in the epic poetry in Tamil lands. And the important work is Silapathikaram. That's about a virtuous wife, Kanaki, then her husband Kovalam, and a dancer named Madhvi. Now, what happened was Kanaki was a virtuous wife. Her husband was Kovalam. Uh, he came from a rich family from Kaveri Patnam, but he had lost all his money in the dances of dancer Madhvi. When he lost all his wealth, he went back to his virtuous wife Kanaki. He sought her forgiveness. She eventually forgave him, and they both went to Madurai to start a new life. Unfortunate turn of events. What happened is that Kovalam was. It was said that Kovalam has stealed the anklet of the queen, and the king got him executed. Kanaki took a terrible revenge, burnt the entire Madurai city, and parted to the heavens to meet her beloved Kovalam. So it was an epic, beautiful epic, and it is rooted in the Tamil culture. In Tamil history, in the Tamil culture, even from the Sangam age, we have instances of such ladies who are truly virtuous, who are in love with their husband. They can go for their husband to any boundaries, any limits. And today also follow folklore traditions, we come to know about such ladies. They are well sung in Tamil literature. Now, coming to the Bhakti era, what happened was that uh, there were basically three kingdoms at that time in Tamil Nadu: the Pallavas, the Pandyas, and up north there were the Chalukyas. They used to fight within themselves. People were basically, and there were internal dissensions also in these empires. Uh, Secessionist grants used to be there. And what happened was that due to continuous wars and the funding of the wars, the people used to be heavily taxed. People, the peasants used to be heavily down, and they were basically at that time Buddhist and Jain. They used to follow these religions. So people, now the Buddhist religion, as we all know, is a pacifying religion. It believes in peace, and it says that be content, the time will come. But people could not have more of it, and they started looking to the worship of their gods. And in these gods is where they found their refuge, the Shiva and the Vishnu. And basically what was propagated was that in the eyes of the Lord all are equal. When this was advocated, the caste tendencies were all thrown away. People used to sing their hearts out, melt out in this tradition, and sought refuge in the hands of the God. So the important thing about this philosophy was that it propagated giving your heart to the God. Problems will be there, Maya will be there, Maya will try to take your heart pleasures away, but then it's in the hands of, in the arms of the God, that you will find your peace. The ideas of non-violence, uh, not killing others, were also propagated during this period. And that's where the Tamil traditions went by. When we to come to the next era would be, I believe, the reign of the mighty Cholas. And during that time, an epic was composed by Kamban. Uh, I think he's called as Kavi Rajadhiraj, and he composed Rama Avtaram. Now, this Ram Avtaram is an epic in itself because it takes the story of Ramayana to the Tamil lands. It was not a mere translation of Ramayana actually. In this epic, what he did was he basically changed Ramayana to suit the taste of Tamil people. Ayodhya was portrayed as a land where all people are happy, opulent. The king treats all his objects fairly. They are a big family altogether. Everyone is rich, opulent. There are no haves and no have nots. All are equal. And Ravan and Hanuman is being Christian as a Dravidian hero. And Ravan is not told as a fierce demon, rather, he is told as a benevolent king who is liked by all his subjects, but he has all the errors of a human in flesh and blood. So he basically attuned the Ramayana to the southern culture, the Tamil culture, that the people could understand and relate with it. His first, it's divided into three parts. The first part is Balkandam. In it, he used new types of dhvani. The second part would be uh, uh, Ayodhya Kandam. It's remarkable for its vivid descriptions of human emotions and relations. Third was Yuddha Kandam. In Yuddha Kandam, it is remarkable for its brisk tempo, dramatic force, and brilliant description of battle episodes. And after, see, all these traditions, all these texts, what they propagated was that all human beings are equal. They propagated in the goodness of human life, that every individual has the power to do good, and there was an innate belief in humanity. Thirdly, coming around, Tamil literature is very rich. If we go deep into it, it holds the basis of individuality. It talks about human values, and this literature is against casteism. It propagates the ideas of human equality. And Tamil, as we know, as a language, has stood by its own through these ancient times. So let us all respect it, and let's try to imbibe its values in the lives of all the Indians, because it's secular in nature. It does not propagate falsehood, it does not propagate victimhood, it propagates equality of all humans, and that's the basic idea of Tamil language. With this, I would like to end my presentation for today. I hope you liked my presentation. My name is Amit Mahajan, and I request you all to kindly like, subscribe, and share my YouTube channel, Layman History and Geopolitics. Namaskaram, vanakkam to all of you. Thank you.